Caitlin Clark has done it again, but this time it wasn't on American soil. The rising star of women's basketball has made headlines after stepping foot on European courts for the first time, and she did not disappoint. Fans were buzzing, jaws dropping, and seasoned WNBA players were glued to their screens as Clark, known for her audacious three-pointers and crisp no-look passes, unleashed her magic on a whole new audience. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Caitlin's European debut was nothing short of a spectacle. It wasn't just about putting on a show. It was like introducing a new dish to an already seasoned table. She brought something fresh and unexpected. Fans of the European League, used to a more traditional style of play, were given a front-row seat to Clark's American flair. She didn't just step onto the court. She waltzed in, planted herself, and made it clear that she was there to leave a mark. And boy, did she. From the moment the buzzer went off, Clark set the tempo. Her first possession? A smooth step-back three-pointer that barely touched the rim, leaving defenders staring blankly at each other like someone had stolen their lunch money. The crowd, initially curious, was now on the edge of their seats. One could almost hear the unspoken question echoing around the stadium. Who is this girl? The answer was loud and clear: Caitlin Clark in all her glory. It wasn't just her shooting that wowed the audience. Clark's confidence on the court seemed almost contagious. Teammates rallied around her energy, finding space and rhythm in a way that felt different. It was like watching an orchestra being conducted by someone who couldn't read sheet music, but knew exactly where each note belonged. She orchestrated plays with laser-like vision, threading passes through impossibly tight defenses like she had X-ray vision. A couple of those passes probably had defenders questioning their own existence, wondering how on earth she saw that gap. For the uninitiated, Clark's style can sometimes come off as borderline cocky. She's known for firing off shots from absurd distances, often grinning before the ball even finds the net. There were moments in this game where European defenders seemed to be learning in real time what it's like to face off against someone who makes the three-point line feel like an unnecessary guideline rather than a rule. They scrambled and hustled, but Clark's confidence made them look like they were trying to catch smoke with a butterfly net. If there was any concern about how she would adjust to playing in a different league, those doubts were quickly put to rest. Clark's poise in adapting to new play styles and defensive schemes was evident. There was a moment midway through the game where she faced a full-court press, a strategy that seemed designed to shake her up. But Caitlin, in typical Caitlin fashion, just took it in stride. She let the press build up like she was winding up a rubber band, then snapped free with a behind-the-back dribble and a sprint to the rim. The look on her face said it all. Is that the best you've got? Her performance wasn't just a series of highlight reels, though there were plenty of those. It was the way she fit into the team dynamic, playing as if she'd been there for years rather than a handful of practices. Clark's game IQ is what sets her apart from others her age, and even some veterans. It's not just about being fast or skilled. It's about seeing the game unfold 2 steps ahead. During one play, she read a defender's intentions like a children's book, baiting them into a trap before dishing a no-look pass to an open teammate for an easy bucket. It was like watching someone cheat at chess without ever breaking a rule. While her style brought something new to the table, Clark also seemed to embrace the European League's traditions. Instead of just trying to impose her game, she showed a willingness to adapt, to work within the team system while still putting her own stamp on it. That blend of individual brilliance and team play is a tough balance to strike, and it's something that earned her immediate respect from teammates and opponents alike. For WNBA fans tuning in, the sight of Clark tearing it up in Europe was an emotional roller coaster. Seeing their hometown hero handle European defenders like a seasoned chef filleting a fish brought out all sorts of feelings. Some were in awe, others were chuckling at the commentators, struggling to find the right words, and a few were probably texting their friends furiously with, "Are you seeing this?" Clark's debut also sparked some serious conversations about the future of the WNBA and the opportunities available overseas. It's no secret that Europe has been a haven for many American players looking to expand their careers, and Clark's entrance into this sphere only adds more fuel to that fire. There's an undercurrent of excitement, and maybe a pinch of nervousness among fans, wondering if more young stars will be tempted to broaden their horizons across the pond. Despite the different stage and unfamiliar territory, Caitlin's authenticity shone through. There were no signs of hesitation or caution in her approach, only her signature brand of boldness. She stayed true to her game, almost as if to say, "Sure, I'll respect your rules, but I'm still playing my way." And it wasn't just the fans who noticed. The commentators, who likely prepared with notes on Clark's stats and highlights, seemed genuinely taken aback at points, marveling aloud at her range and decision-making. And let's talk about those fans. They came expecting a good game. What they got was a show. Social media erupted almost instantly, with clips of Clark's cross-court passes and deep three-pointers circulating like wildfire. It felt like the basketball community as a whole was collectively doing a double take, adjusting their glasses and saying, "Wait, did she just do that?" Amid all the excitement and buzz, there was also a hint of humor in how effortlessly Clark handled the pressure. During a timeout, cameras caught her joking with her coach, gesturing with her hands as if to say, "You see what I'm dealing with out there?" It was a brief moment, but it humanized her in a way that stats and highlight reels never could. Clark wasn't just an athlete on a mission. She was a person having a good time, embracing the absurdity of it all with a wry smile. Clark's European debut is more than just a game. It's a narrative in the making. It's the start of a new chapter, not just for Caitlin but for the league and the fans. Her presence in Europe raises questions about the exchange of talent and styles between the continents, and what that means for the sport's future. There's a fresh energy in the air, a feeling like the boundaries of women's basketball are expanding and Caitlin Clark is out there with a hammer, knocking down walls. But for now, it's just the beginning. Clark's journey overseas will be filled with challenges, adjustments, and undoubtedly, more than a few ankle-breaking crossovers. Her first game set the tone. She's not here to dip her toes in the water. She's cannonballing straight in, splashing anyone who's standing too close. And while WNBA fans are still picking their jaws up off the floor, there's an undeniable thrill in wondering what she's going to do next. For Caitlin Clark, this wasn't just a debut. It was a statement. It was a glimpse into what happens when raw talent meets opportunity, when preparation collides with an open road. It's not every day that a player steps onto a new continent and owns the moment so completely. But then again, Caitlin Clark isn't just any player. She's a game changer, a risk taker, and someone who plays with the kind of reckless confidence that makes the sport fun to watch. And perhaps that's the most striking thing about this debut. It wasn't just impressive, it was enjoyable. Clark played with a joy that was contagious, spreading through the stadium and reaching across screens worldwide. She reminded everyone why they fell in love with the game in the first place, with her fearless play and her unapologetic love for taking chances. The excitement surrounding Caitlin Clark's first game in Europe isn't just about her stats or highlight reel moments. It's about witnessing the start of something bigger, feeling the momentum shift, and knowing that basketball as we know it is about to get a little more interesting. As she continues her journey, it's clear that this debut is just the first of many unforgettable moments to come. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.